Hey, how's it going, guys? Ancient Rune here, back with another Borderlands 3 build video, and today we will be going over Luck of the Irish Zane. This is a Lucky 7 Zane build, which uses Clone Ammo Regen and Terror Ammo Regen to keep our Lucky 7 from re-rolling. I do use a mod that makes it so every single time I reload, I get all of the modifiers that make it the perfect Lucky 7 roll, but I still treat this as I can't reload, just like in vanilla. So if this build does vanilla, you do not need the mod, but it will be in the description if you would like to use it. I also go live on Twitch pretty often, so if you'd like to follow there, and if you would like to like and subscribe this video if you think it's strong and fun and you like it, I would really appreciate it. Alright, now for the gear, of course, we have one gun, and that is the Lucky 7. This is the best roll you can get. 17,718 damage with the crit roll. That's what you want mainly, is a crit roll, because that will multiply with all your other crit damage that we have here, which is a lot. And then with Digital Ammo Regen, of course, is one you want. Now we have some other guns here that I've tested out with, and using Clone Ammo Regen is the best I've found. Now for the shield, we use Revolter because it gives fire rate and that bonus shock damage. That helps with our range of elements being corrosive mainly and shock. Now you can also do like fire and shock as well, but I would not go shock and shock, especially if you're going in a place where there are immune enemies. This helps diversify our places without having to do any AOC annoyance or next to mags. We do triple absorb with the Revolter, just so if we get hit, we have a chance to do another absorb. You can also use fleet, since we're using an infiltrator here, as you see. So you'll have good uptime on that fleet. That's just more move speed, but I chose to go with absorb. The grenade, we use a mesmer. Mesmer is really nice on this for a clone to throw, to get relief off of him, so he can't be killed as easily. Now we go Terra Apply on here with ASC for our Terror Ammo Regen here. Is very important for keeping up our Lucky 7, especially when clone is down or we go into Fight for Your Life where Digital Ammo Regen turns off. That's right, it turns off. The only way to fix that is by swapping weapons. You can't do that with Lucky 7, of course, or by ending clone and respawning him. So that's what we do here, is we go into Fight for Your Life, you respawn him. And so that just helps with that. Infiltrator is what we use to break our shields so we can have Revolter up and have Terror Ammo Regen. I've tried it with a Super Soldier, still works really well, but the problem is then you only have one element going, and then if you hit an immune enemy to your element, you're kind of screwed. So we use Infiltrator. I did try Executor. Infiltrator ended up being better just because we already have a lot of crit damage everywhere else, that just having a more crit didn't really help. So we went with Infiltrator, and then again with Revolter, that just helps the most. Now we go Jacob's crit, pistol damage, and weapon mag size. So the main thing you'd probably want is probably the Jacob's crit or pistol damage. The mag size is really nice. If you don't get it, just gotta watch your mag a little bit more. You can spam this gun a lot, so it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I'd probably go for the crit or pistol damage the most. And of course you want 5 in violent momentum at max. That's just always with Infiltrator. You could also, if you get like splash radius or splash damage, that's also really nice because that will affect the Lucky 7. That's just some other roles you could choose. And then we choose the Jacob's Company Man. This is mainly because of the mag size roll we get here, 40%, and then you have mag size for your passive. I go damage, mag size, and crit damage. You could also go fire rate instead of damage, since it's just gun damage. I find it nice for Fight for Your Life, and just in general, like standing still. And then fire rate just means more chances of reloading, and you don't really need any fire rate boost in this build, which is nice. The most we have right here is Revolter. And then we go AoE because that's splash damage. We go corrosive damage. I also have other ones with move speed and then other elements that we do. This cry one was like if I used Executor or like a next to mags. But like you got shock and Cendere here, move speed, that, and then of course the mag size for higher mag here. Yeah, that's it for the gear. And then for the skill tree, we go a little bit over in purple. What we do here is we get mana focus just to like trim that line of sight, get down that shots. We go deja vu because every shot of the lucky 7 with all the rolls is a crit. So we'll have this uptime on deja vu pretty well. Commitment for gun damage and cooldown. This Headsman's Hand, really good since everything's a crit. We're always getting Headsman's Hand. Fugitive, of course. Now we don't go Domino Effect because it gives us fire rate and the reload speed doesn't matter. We don't want more fire rate, so we skip that, and that's where I got the points for mana focus. Then we have Sheer Will and Eraser. Eraser will always happen, so we're always critting, and Sheer Will is always up. Now I put an extra point here in Sheer Will to get to Armand Flint. Well, we're already at Armand Flint, but then I put an extra point here just for more uptime and cooldown for when clone is down. We get it back just like that because the difference between clone ammo regen and not having it is huge. And then for the blue tree, Violent Speed, Violent Momentum, of course. We go Salvation, Seeing Red. And now I go Max Cool Hand just because Cold Bore doesn't do anything for us. Now it does Drill Delivery. And I don't want Fire Rate for Violence. At max, you'd have to put 3 points somewhere between these two. So I put 3 points here. And I got down here. Got Playing Dirty, max that, and then we got Good Misfortune here. Now, if you wanted some fire rate, you could put 2 points here and put in Violent Violence, and that'll work fine. And then we have Death Falls Close, and that's just like the basic blue tree spec. And then here we have nice little skill tree. We have Premutinous for the max size, Borrowed Time for uptime, Fractal Frags so they can throw those mesmers, get some aggro off them, and you. Donnybrook for the health regen for yourself and clone. Quick Breather is really good for keeping clone alive. And then Old You is what I talked about. If you go in the fight for life, you can instantly hit Old You. Clone Stag, you don't have to take time to blow up clone then, and you're instantly back up. Now, we have an extra skill point, so I put in Supersonic Man. We do not go Duct Tape mod, just because if I shoot myself with a Lucky 7, I'm dead no matter what. I've tried it with Duct Tape mod, does not make a difference, so I'd rather just put it somewhere else that'll help us. Now we go Shade and Feud. So sometimes when clone gets attacked, shield is restored to us, which is nice to help it topped off. Even though we are using Infiltrator, breaking our shield, just getting it back up can help sometimes. We do not go Which One's Real because we do not want clone being attacked as much, because that'll just mean clone dies, and clone dies mean less ammo regen. And then we go Doppelbanger just in case you go down, instantly get back up. You could still blow up clone and then get it resetting. And then we do not go any in green tree. Now for the Guardian ranks, for shield rebeam emergency response, you can turn that off, but I turned it on just so I can get that shield going to have more stuff for hitting me and potentially get some full shield sometimes for topped off. Can be really nice. And then Mayhem modifiers. I like using this in Mayhem 10 mainly for speed demon and then Holy Crit. We're always getting that 25% crit damage bonus, so that is really nice to have. This does just fine in Mayhem 11. Then Helium Hedge and Drone Range are just like the neutral modifiers that you can have. Yeah, Mayhem 11 does fine. Mayhem 10 is incredible. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a very, very strong build. There's so much damage. And the save file will be in my Discord. You could join from down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.
Mechanise the